So this is just review from Algebra 1. For domain, you are going to scan your pencil from the left to the right. Let's see if I can write on here. Left to right, which is along the x-axis. And for the range, you're going to scan your pencil from the bottom to the top, which is along the y-axis. So number 1, can you see how it goes left forever? And see how it goes right forever? That means your domain is all real numbers. So you just write x equals all real numbers. And that's just that like weird looking R thing means all real numbers. I know, it's like, oh my goodness, so much from Algebra 1 to remember, isn't there? Let me change to green for my ranges. So as I look from the bottom of my ranges, I notice that the graph has a low point right there, and it happens at -2. So let me hit undo. I'm just going to kind of write like, okay, so the lowest point is -2. But you see how it goes up forever? That means my y's are not equal to -2, and my y's are not all real numbers. My y's are greater than or equal to -2, since it touches -2. All right, next. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to look at left and right. Do you guys see how right here it stops at 1, 2, it stops at -3, 1, 2, and it goes to +3? That means I'm not going to have all real numbers for my x's. On my x-axis, it goes from -3 to +3. X is in the middle of those. And we say -3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 3. We'll practice more. It'll come together. Now the top of my circle is at 3, and the bottom of my circle is at -3. So my range is -3 is less than or equal to y, because ranges are always y, less than or equal to +3. All right, number 3. When I look left forever, I do see it goes left forever. And I also see it goes right forever. So since it's going left and right forever, my domain is x is all real numbers. And what's kind of neat about this one is that it also goes up and down. See how it's like going up, 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 down, 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 down forever? That means y is also all real numbers. So we've seen a lot of different cases just in these 3 examples. Number 4. All right. As I look to the left on number 4, I notice that this parabola is always going to the left. Hopefully you can see that too. So it's left forever. I could use the word infinite if I wanted to. It's also going to the right forever. So since it's also going to the left, so we're going to say x is all real numbers. Okay? The next thing we are going to do is the up and downs. So up and then down. But what I want you to notice is this goes down forever. Right? Can you see how that goes down forever? That means that it's like it would be like a negative infinity. So what I'm going to write for this is just the max, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to say y goes down forever, like that. It's less than or equal to 4. So I'm giving you examples of a whole bunch of different kinds here. Again, this is from Algebra 1. Okay, so now we're going to do domain. So right here, it happens at -1. And right here it goes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It goes to 5. So it's limited in both ways. So I do -1 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 5. And what's neat is that the y is the same way. It's limited here. Let's see, 1, 2, so it's -3. 1, 2, that's +3. So I do -3, +3, y is in between them, less than or equal, less than or equal. And we always do the lowest first, okay? And then number 6. So when I see number 6, let's see, let's check the left and right things. So I'm going to notice that this arrowhead is pointing to the left forever, or negative infinity is another way to say it. And it's also pointing to the right forever. Well, since it's pointing to the left and to the right forever, x is all real numbers. And now let's talk about how is it pointing up and down. Well, I hope you can see that it's pointing up forever. My handwriting's getting worse and worse, isn't it? It is pointing down forever. Since it's pointing up and down forever, like the arrow is going up, I'm going to say that y is equal to all real numbers as well. There's no limit on it because it's pointing up and down. All right, now in number 8, only one of them is all real numbers, and I'd be really proud of you if you could tell me which one. Take a look at it. The y values. See how this arrowhead is constantly going up and it's constantly going down? That means my y's are all real numbers. However, the x's are limited. See how it has like a lowest value of -1? But it does go to the right forever. That means x is greater than or equal to -1 since it touches -1. Let's take a look at number 7. Can you see anything that is all real numbers? Like, is it going left or right or up or down forever? Well, I can kind of sense that it's going left and right forever. So I'm gonna put that on there. I can see, and you can see this pattern. Once you see a pattern like that, you need to assume that pattern will continue. Okay, this is kind of a sneaky one. You need to assume that pattern will continue, okay? So I see that it's going to continue that pattern to the left. I see it's going to continue that pattern to the right. So x is all real numbers. And I do notice that it seems to be like kind of topping out at 2 and bottoming out at -3, if I'm counting those right. 1, 2 up, 1, 2, 3 down. That means my y values go from -3 to 2, less than or equal, less than or equal. And again, that could be sneaky because the arrowhead almost looks like it points down forever and up forever. I'm going to assume that pattern continues. However, I could accept the argument on number 7 that it would be up and down forever because it's kind of, I think, a misleading picture. All right, let's take a look at number 10. All right, let me grab my cute little pink here. So let's take a look at this arrowhead. Definitely left and definitely right. All right, so that's going to be your domain, and that's all real numbers because it's going left and right. But when you look like up and down, it's stuck, right? It's stuck at 1, 2, 3, -4. See how it's stuck at -4? It's not going up or down. That's just y equals -4 then, because it's not moving from that spot. Let's take a look at 9. So let me grab my cute little pink. All right, those arrows are not pointing left and right. To me, those arrows are only pointing up and down, and they are pointing up and down forever. So that's my y values. Y is up and down. And so my x's are stuck at 2, 1, 2 on the grid lines. So it's not moving, so it's x equals 2. Hopefully that was helpful and you were able to understand how to label domains and ranges. That will come into play when you do your assignment for today.